First, want to ask about Natisha Heidman's game tonight.
Yeah.
Her first career double-double, 2010 game. I believe those are both highs for her in a Lynx uniform as well.
Yeah.
We were talking about, the elite ball movement during pregame, and here just, be a good team wanting to be a great team, passing up a good shot for a great one. Just how essential has T been to that over these last 2 years, and how it, kind of came to fruition in this game for her tonight?
Yeah. I think what T's really evolved into that's really been helpful to us. We learned about each other last year, and then this year, trying to get her in these great spaces where she's just so fast in her ability to attack the rim, using that to be able to get easy scores, efficient scores, and then also when you get the help come, to be able to find shooters, and she did that for us. She was, really locked in, playing early in the offense. So I was really, really happy for T. Career high in assists, and also the first double-double of her career. Obviously, it came at a good time when we lost Nay. So we didn't have much going perimeter-wise. We were a little small against their kind of a big lineup that they were playing. But T just fought tooth and nail. And Courtney had a good floor game as well with 9 assists. So those two players getting 19 of our, what do we have, 29 assists. Pretty impressive.
And part of it might just be because of K-Mac resting, but early in the game, got to see Fee out there in lineups with like Lan and Jess.
Yeah.
Is part of this stretch where you already have the 1 seed locked up. Is it kind of like a chance to sort of see Fee in some of those bigger lineups and what she might be able to do swinging down to the 3 next to.
Yeah, I mean, certainly, we've done that periodically throughout the season, but, being down at perimeter players, what sort of, prompted us to make the slide. And we'll get some good stuff on video, see what it looks like and, what some of the challenges were, if there were any on the offensive end. We just don't do it a lot. And so I think, more reps could be helpful to them. We just kind of sprung it on them today. We didn't necessarily go into the game thinking we were, going to be playing with that lineup, but they handled it well.
Cheryl, is there an update on Carrington, and how did that happen?
Yeah, Nay has a subluxed shoulder. She told me she played defense too hard, and I think when she kind of slapped down on the ball, it subluxed a little bit. I don't have an update as far as I just know this is, something that she deals with, and so. Whatever they deemed, her and Chuck, decided, for her not to return. But I don't know where we're at with things. Yep.
I feel like we're kind of running out of adjectives for Fee, but 25 points on 7 of 10 shooting. I mean, what can you say about her tonight?
Efficient. That's what Fee does. I thought we had her in good spaces. I thought her pace, her recognition of what was open, obviously making threes, and we want to make sure she's getting, threes up, and so I thought she was locked in on when the defense was over helping off of her, cashed in on those, and then just other fee-like things with her activity. This is what she does.
And I know you say often. The goal for BC is to get 10 shots in a game, but is there more of a focus in this last stretch of just kind of getting her in different situations that maybe she's not used to prepare for the playoffs, or?
Not necessarily. We're going to continue to, ask for the same things, meet our goals, meet the goals that we have, today we actually, without Mac, we were running ATOs for guards and, that put them in some spots that, Courtney took some of Mac's plays, and then also we did some stuff for BC. So I liked her second half. I liked her second half a lot.
Cheryl, this is the first time you've seen Beckers in a while.
Yeah.
As someone who played point guard, I mean, what kind of an appreciation do you have of her for her comfort level being someone who's like technically still a rookie, but seemingly kind of handling things like someone who's been in the league a long time?
Yeah. She's not a point guard. I mean, she plays mostly off ball, and they sort of figured that out with Paige. There's times when she initiates, but they really use her more off ball. They've really navigated her best spaces well. Clearly, she likes to post up. Maybe it's because we had Court and T out there a little bit. But she's terrific in that space. And I told Carlton before the game who that was going to be her matchup, that she's very much improved from the first time we saw her in terms of how she gets her scoring attempts. She learned how much the team needs her to take shots. It's almost like Fee in 2023 when we were like, you're going to have to take 20 shots and you got to figure out how to get them off. And I think Paige has gotten really shifty, getting defenders up and getting to her sweet spot, so it's not just make one move, so she's figured out the league pretty quickly. And, obviously she was a tough cover.